Hey guys, it's Arguile, and we'll be hosting casting this game here, and it's gonna be versus my friend here, Micro Skills, versus Meat. Micro spawning as the blue Protoss in the 1 o'clock, and Meat spawning as the red Terran in the 11 o'clock. I know I haven't casted a game in a while, and it's because I've been playing a whole lot of Guild Wars recently, and got a whole lot to cover on there since I want to unlock all the unique items for my characters in Guild Wars 2, and it's definitely gonna be a lot of work. So right now you see in basic opener, you are gonna see supply depot from now on being built from either 9 or 10 standard build for the Terran before they could build their barracks since the new patch. I'm not sure if it's too significant, but it does get rid of really fast proxy barracks, which is I don't know, which is not too bad. Terran's okay. I'm a Zerg player, so I don't care for them too much. But here we go. Strangely enough, Meat looks like he wants to scout out his opponent real quick. He does find him, and now he is going to actually steal the gas here. Check this out. Doing a little Zerg strat here, and he's sending his other workers here. I wonder what he's going to be doing. He's going to completely no. He cancels that production, get it to 244. Probes is not going to be able to kill this fast enough, and he's actually taking a second gas, and he does pull 3 probes off the line. And Micro not sure what he can do. Oh, was able to chase the SUV away, but both his gas is gone, so now he's got to wait for a Zealot to pick off these refineries before he can get some gas, and he does stick to standard build of Gateway Cybernetics, but with no gas, so he cannot he cannot start his upgrade right away on Warp Gate. And check this out here, dual barracks right at the front of his base. Micro does see this with his buildings up here and tries to kill the probe off, or at least deal some damage to these barracks, but these probes just pretty much wasting time. 8 probes off his mineral line, not good. He could definitely be using his probes to get back on line, and he does decide to do that since he does see that he can't deal damage fast enough to these Raxes, and he does have 1 Zealot on the web, but instead of working on these barracks, he is going to have to work on these refineries to get his gas going here. And Meat actually canceled that prematurely. He could have waited. He canceled that like around 100, so he did that more efficiently. He did cancel this one at 89. He could have done that better, but it's still good enough. Still denying him long enough to gas, giving him that much longer to unable to work on Warp Gate tech. And Micro does create this forge here and starts making photon cannons to get rid of these Raxes here. And I don't think Meat sees this at all. He does not, so he's going to be in for a little surprise here. And Meat getting a fast expand, which is pretty nice. So instead of walling his own base, walling the opponent's base and fast expanding. And these photon cannons are done here. Micro looks like going to go for 3 gate. And these photon cannons are working on these Raxes right now. Speed this up a little bit. And frantically, Meat is trying to repair these Raxes, and to me, I think he might as well just move his Raxes, because he does have a barrack set up, and he is wasting minerals. Though I'm not sure how much of waste or how many minerals he's spending on repairing these Raxes, but doing this for a while now, I'm sure it's got to cost something. But he is keeping a good maintained wall in right now, and Micro is making an observer. Though an immortal would totally destroy these Raxes much faster, or probably will warp in a bunch of Stalkers. Stalkers do pretty good damage against buildings as well. But 1 Rax is going to go down, and he is going to decide to float away right now. but he did lose his 1 Rex a little bit too early. He's got plenty of Marines in a bunker. He's still got this pretty much well contained. Micro's only got 4 Zealots and 2 Stalkers, so I'm pretty sure if Meat had a tech lab running, a Rax and a tech lab running in his main base, he'd probably get those upgrades up and running, and could probably test the grounds of his initial force. But I'm not sure if Meat scouted all of this yet. He has not, so he has not used. Oh, he's just getting his his orbital commander right now. And he does have plenty of minerals. He should be definitely spending that. Oh, there it goes. Definitely you don't want to stockpile your minerals. You want to keep up good macro. Micro is at 50-50 while 50-50 supply, while Meat is at 53-62. He did supply block himself a little bit. And there goes the scan. A tip for the Terran players: you should never scan around this general area here for your opponent. Generally scan outside around the area, because generally, I mean, people often try to hide their tech, and you want to see what builds you're going for. And usually scanning here, you don't see too much, but he did see. Well, in this case, he did see plenty, though did not see that robotics facility. And Micro doing a drop here. Did drop off. I did miss that. Did drop off a couple of Zealots to break this line, and all the Zealots SCVs transferred over to the natural. And now Micro will bring in more Stalkers, dropping in more units. Gonna take this his main base, and Meat is actually gonna fly out. So this contain here, Meat did leave to reinforce back to his base. And yeah, it's pretty hilarious. So the contain did work pretty well, but Micro was going in straight for a drop. Just decided, who cares? I'm just gonna drop in your base and take everything that you have. So this is gonna set back Meat. Not sure what Meat is doing at the moment now. He does have plenty of minerals. He can set up another expansion. Oh, actually, he is just pretty much gonna wall in the Protoss in this in his starting location. So he does not have enough units for this large army here. I don't know why Micro's backing off. He can just push his way in. He is gonna go in now, but a bad force field is gonna block off the ramp and actually work towards Meat's favor. So Micro cannot get down there and pick off the units. Though you could probably use some Stalkers to pick off the bunker, but he'll probably use these SCVs to repair the bunker. So Micro does decide to leave. Meat's using his main command center to get another expansion. So he's still running off 2 base. Planetary Fortress was ready, so I guess Micro didn't want to deal with the Planetary Fortress. They're pretty beefy. 40 damage every 2 seconds, and yeah, they have like 3 armor. Yeah, they're pretty annoying. Get picked off there. And looks like Meat is gonna go for some harassment. Building Reapers on the far off here, and he is getting the Nitro packs. And rebuilding his base. He is getting another command center, Meat. So he's gonna think about getting another expansion. Oh, and he's already got this expansion. He's gonna have a 3rd and 4th expansion gonna be up and running here, while Micro's working on still 2 base. He could use a little bit. Well, that's pretty good saturation. Probably want at least around 20 probably, but having 2 in each mineral is pretty good. Natural definitely needs to be saturated, and he is starting to get carriers. No, not carriers. Sorry, void rays. And these SCVs gonna be repairing this command center as fast as it can before this Planetary Fortress get up. And Planetary Fortress is gonna get up and start picking off these units, and this bunker is gonna be able. This Planetary Fortress and bunker is gonna be able to hold off Micro's forces here. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this was on purpose or what, but this is a pretty good defensive setup Meat has here, having a Planetary Fortress along with 2 bunkers full of Marines. This expansion is gonna be well defended. And he does have one missile turret. Probably, yeah, Void Ray is not going to be enough for eight Marines. So let's see what Micro's going to do here. Micro has not scouted this out yet, but he does have a Void Ray out here, and he is going to easily pick off this command center. This planetary fortress. And actually, these Marines are going to move up here and pick out one Void Ray, and pretty much is going to be doing the baiting game here. The Marines are going to move back and forth, pick off all of Micro's ground forces that accidentally tagged towards the fortress. And down to 8 Marines left, and these Marines, mismanagement by Micro there. Couldn't have not have to sacrifice those Void Rays, but that did set him back a little bit. The natural is still not saturated, while his main is pretty much wiped out now. Micro needs to get his economy back on track here, because scarily Meat's economy is booming right now. He does have plenty of workers, and he is working on getting a supply up, while Micro is at 70 out of 100. Though mostly, so many workers, so many units Meat has. 65 to 35 probes. That's total. That's really not good. With economy this strong, he could definitely macro up an army pretty huge, pretty quick. And he looks like he's gonna go to Siege Tanks Marines, while Micro switched to carriers now. So he does have his natural. Looks like he probably transferred his probes from his main to his natural, so his natural is now saturated, but he's still only working off one base. And he does have 7 Void Rays here, just chilling. No upgrades from either player, though. Actually, Marines have +1 to armor. No ground upgrades for Micro. I don't see too many people getting upgrades in some of my games, even in mid-tier Diamond League. Where I'm currently at. Oh, and actually, Micro has some Dark Templar here, but upgrades are pretty huge. It looks like Micro did scout out this expansion here, and actually, Meat's gonna move out here, and that was a really good Side Storm right on top of all of his units, and these Dark Templar here having free reign on these units, and there is no scan going down for Meat. Meat could have easily took out these units here. Only what is this? 4 Dark Templar. Could have easily taken that out. But for some reason, it did not scan